Hello, hello. It is Dr. Chris Raquel, and I'm back again with a video for today. I hope you all are doing amazingly. Please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. You can also send me an email. I would love to answer any of your questions or concerns on a video. So I do have a topic for today. I know a lot of you all who watch me started subscribing and following me based on you either being a single lady looking for love, or you might also be a Christian on your journey. So this video is for those individuals who are looking to be married and you are single. Single can mean you're dating someone right now. Single can mean you don't have anyone at all. Or single can mean you're even a fiance, because the goal is to have a marriage and have a successful marriage. And marriage is not just the ring and walking down the aisle. Marriage is a process. Your purpose in a marriage is to grow, learn, love your spouse, and glorify God. So this video topic is for you ladies who are looking to attract a man. And some of you might be saying, oh my gosh, why is this male-centered? That's the new terminology. Hell, well, okay. Who is the one that does the choosing? Obviously, if a man approaches you, you can decide if this is the man for you or not. But a man who finds a wife finds a good thing. Is that not this Bible scripture? It 100% is. So the man has to be attracted to you, okay? If he's well, I'm not saying you don't have to be attracted to him, but my point is he does the choosing. The man is the pursuer. The man is the one that takes the risk. So any male who's watching this, any man who's watching this, yes, you are the one that's taking the risk, okay? That's it. You're the man. You go after the prize. Even in sports, right? Your goal is to win that championship. And honestly, men love the chase. They love that challenge. Imagine you're playing a sport, and I don't know too much about sports, but in the end, you want to win that gold medal. Imagine you go to the lineup, whatever sport you're playing, and they come up to you. There's two teams there. They walk up to one team. You're on that team. They say, you know what? Let's just cut to the chase. There's no reason to even do this tournament, whatever the tournament is, whatever the terminology is. I'm just going to give your team the gold medal. Enjoy. Are you going to feel proud? Are you going to feel happy? Are you going to, you're not. You're going to be like, I have a gold medal, but I didn't earn it. So that is directed to both men and women. Ladies, men need to be winning something. If you're giving everything away, they're going to be concerned. They're going to be wondering like, wait a minute, I didn't earn this. Let me go find something I can earn. That's besides the point. So my point in this video is, ladies, the first step after you've done your internal work, or maybe while you're doing your internal processing and growing, learning, all those things, you need to be able to attract a man. And I'm talking about physical appearance. So in this video, I'm not specifically talking about managing your health, weight. I'm talking about your appearance, how you present yourself to the world. And I'm right now not talking about facial hair or anything like that. I'm talking about your dress. And I might mention other things as well, but the way you dress yourself. Ladies, if you are looking to attract a certain type of man, you have to dress in that manner that type of man is going to be attracted to you. What I mean is, ladies, anyone could be watching this video. You could be 19, you could be 29, you could be 39. You need to dress for the type of husband that you would like. What I mean is, if you are looking for a God-fearing man, or you are looking to have a Christian man, or you're looking for a man, whoever he may be, to see you as a wife, you are going to need to dress yourself in that manner. So you might say, well, I love wearing my cleavage. I love wearing a short dress, short dress. I love wearing my booty shorts out. Okay. The man that approaches you in that attire is not the man that you're looking for marriage. If a man comes to you when you're dressed in booty shorts, do not think that man is looking to marry you. A man who is looking for a wife is not going to want a woman dressed in that manner. That's it. No way. No way is a man who is a normal person, a man that is a person who even has any sense of morals, ethics, anything, when he goes out, let's say you're in the club, at the bars, which you shouldn't be in, period, but first of all, you shouldn't be going to those places because you're not going to find somebody, whether male or woman, you're not going to find your partner there. If you're looking to have a good, decent life, do not go around wearing those low neckline shirts. You want someone who is going to be interested in getting to know you, not based on your breast size, not based on your behind, not based on what you've exposed. And men, they're attracted to a woman's physical beauty, as they should be. However, your physical beauty is there. You're beautiful. The Bible talks about, dressing modestly and things of that nature. That's very important. Modestly, you want to make sure you're beautiful, but you should not be exposing your breasts. That is not good. You should not be exposing your backside. That is not good. You should not be exposing yourself by wearing extremely tight-fitting clothing. You want to present yourself in such a way that you are a wife. You want a man who's going to be looking for a potential mother for his future kids. You want to present yourself well. Present yourself. You can adorn yourself in certain ways, but like I said, I'm focused on your clothing. You want to wear things, I mentioned this before. First of all, you should not be exposing your chest. However, I will say, I've mentioned this before, I do have a large bust, and there's been times where like maybe 1 inch of my cleavage shows, and that's really just because based on my frame. Basically, if I were to go for the larger size of clothing, it will be very big on my waist, shoulders, those sorts of things. If I go for the smaller size, which fits my waist, shoulders appropriately, it might be a little bit smaller for my bust line, because based on my proportions, my bust size is larger than the size of my body, I should say. The size of my body outside of my chest would typically have a smaller bust. So my point in saying that is, obviously, if you're not intentionally trying to expose, you try to lift your shirt up, you don't show it, those sorts of things. But do not be, God knows your heart. Do not be intentionally having your bust line out. And I can even say, like, I'm guilty of it, right? Because obviously, if I was going to church, I would make sure that I wasn't wearing something that even had 1 inch, right? So that's something you have to, talk within yourself and say, you know what? If I know I'm not going to even let this 1 inch or half an inch show, if I'm going to church or something like that, then I know that in my daily life, I can do the same thing. But anyway, do not be exposing your chest intentionally, definitely not, and avoid it if possible. And, if it's good to have nothing exposed up here, it's okay to wear, depending on what culture you're a part of, it's okay to wear skirts above your knee, not super short, not where it's, if you bend over, you're gonna be exposed. That's not good. And one thing about me is since having a child, I want to be the best representative for him. I want him to be able to know what to look for in a woman one day. I want him to know, like, oh, okay, this is how mommy dresses in the house. Like, she's covered still. She's not gonna have herself exposed. Okay, so if I see somebody out and about dressed like that, I'll know, like, okay, that's maybe not appropriate because my mom doesn't dress that way, even in the home. It's very important when you're looking for a man, ladies. You want to be thinking, okay, what type of man do I want? Okay, if I want a Christian man, he probably wants a Christian lady. Or if I want a man who will respect me, he will probably not need to see my body exposed in order to respect me. You might say, well, it shouldn't matter. If I'm exposed, the man should still respect me. That is true. However, you have to see it from someone else's perspective. By you exposing yourself, as ladies, we can be exposed in our home, whatever. It's nothing, right? But when a man sees you exposed out and about, he's thinking to himself, she doesn't respect herself. It's similar to if you sleep with someone without knowing them, right? People do one night stands and all these crazy things. it's similar to that. The person will say, oh, you don't respect yourself because your body is sacred, your body is so precious, and you've given it to someone so quickly, like it was nothing. You don't have respect for yourself. You don't value yourself. Somebody could say the same thing. Like, this is your body parts. This is your behind. These are private areas. I'm not talking about the beach, okay? They might say to themselves, well, you don't seem to be respecting yourself because you want people to see it. You want it to be on display. So you need to search for a man who is not going to be wanting you to be their wife, dressed in that manner. They want someone who's going to teach their children what's appropriate dress. So keep those things in mind. It's very important, very, 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 very important to keep those things in mind, ladies. Dress well, dress appropriately. You can look beautiful, and don't be offended when I say this. A lot of times when you're exposing yourself, it's because you have low self-esteem. Okay? It's not to attack anyone who's maybe doing that. A lot of it's low self-esteem, because if you really felt you were beautiful, if you felt you had great characteristics about you, you had good character, you were a lovely person internally, and that you look beautiful externally, you wouldn't have to show those body parts at all. You would just say, oh, I'm beautiful, I'm gorgeous. And maybe you might not have like a super curvy shape like an hourglass. So it might be that maybe the person is exposing those areas, their behind, their top half, because they know that maybe they don't like their figure too much. That's also a possibility. Or maybe that person knows that they do have an hourglass and now they want it to be on display. It shows that you maybe lack some value in yourself. So keep those things in mind. Those are things that men think. Or if they're not thinking that, they're going to think that they won't want you as a wife. They may approach you. That's the issue. I think sometimes, ladies, love yourself. Always look for God for your value, because you may be thinking, okay, I'm dressed this way, so I'm getting attention. I'm dressed in this manner. I'm wearing a short dress. I have beautiful legs. Men are approaching me. I have a smaller bust size with a push-up bra, or smaller bust, and I can go around without a bra. I have on like a nice bustier, or I'd have a large bust and I have like my cleavage line showing, and men are approaching me. They're wanting to talk to me. Ladies, they're not looking to you for a wife. And I felt I had to make this video because it's so important, because most ladies, they're looking for a husband. They want a husband. A lot of ladies. If you're not somebody who's looking for a husband and you want to just stay single, that's okay. This video is not for you. But yeah, keep those things in mind, ladies. If you're looking for a husband, please take heed. Listen to what I'm saying. Get in your word. Make sure you're praying to God, because your value does not come from man. You're already valuable because you're a child of God. God created you. You're beautiful the way you are. You're lovely. You're gorgeous. And all you have to do is trust in him, pray to God. God is going to help you. Stop exposing yourself. You want a good man who's going to love you, honor you, protect you, think you're beautiful the way you are. And keep in mind, if you're somebody that's exposing your body all the time, let's just say randomly you do somehow get married to that person, just know that when you're a wife, now you're deciding to cover yourself up because you think you're married and you don't want to expose yourself. Just know the same guy that is now your husband, who was looking at you when you had your booty cheeks exposed and your your cleavage line out, that's the same man that's going to be looking at other ladies like that when you're married. So please keep that in mind. You want to have a man that's going to be respecting you. Yeah, it was funny, when I was dating my husband, I don't expose myself, as I said, but there's been times where I've had like my midriff out prior to marriage, and there was one outfit that I didn't wear out. There was an outfit I was looking at. I was like, oh, this looks cute. I said, what do you think about this? I think it was just my stomach that would have been out. It wasn't something I purchased. I remember asking, I think it was my fiance at the time, and I said, but I'm now husband. I said, oh, what do you think about this outfit? He was like, oh, you wouldn't wear that. You're a Christian. So you see people, they will be interested in you for a reason. They're looking for a respectable woman. And it wasn't anything crazy, like I'm saying. It wasn't cleavage. It was just making my stomach out. And my husband, knowing me, was just kind of like, oh, that's not for you, So keep those things in mind. You want someone who is looking at you as a respectable person. They want you to be able to represent them and represent their family and teach their children right and wrong in terms of what a lady should be dressed like. So I hope you have an amazing and blessed day. Let me know what you think down below. Oh, So one other thing that came to mind, I know I made a video yesterday about, it wasn't about, not the complaining one, but about having negative thoughts. There was one part that I think was cut off because I paused when I was talking to the baby. There might be a part towards the end that you realize I was talking, or I like paused, then I was like adjusting myself. I thought I was paused, but I wasn't, because I was adjusting myself on the video. And then it went back and I said something like, oh yeah, and then, you know, you're thinking about maybe thinking negative thoughts. But I was talking about the housewarming. Let's say you're invited to someone's home for a housewarming, and then now you're thinking negative thoughts. You're in their home and you're thinking bad things like, oh wow, this doesn't look good, or I don't like this about their home. Why did they do this? Or why did they have like a lot of what is it? Their stuff isn't modern like mine, and oh, why do they do this? It doesn't look good. I wish it was, if it was my place, I would do this. So I was just referencing like people having negative thoughts. So if you're a little bit confused towards the end where like it was paused and then I came back on talking, that's what I was talking about. Just talking about those negative thoughts and how we have to change those things about ourselves and stop thinking negative thoughts about people. And I would wanted to just bring up the housewarming and going to somebody's home, because your home is a sacred place. So for you to be going into someone's home and them inviting you in, like because they want you to see their home, or they want you to see like what they've just invested in, then for you to be thinking bad thoughts, that's also really, really horrible. Or you might go to somebody's home and then you might be thinking bad thoughts like, oh well, oh, why would they live here? Those sorts of things. Yeah. So anyway, hope you have a great day. Let me know what you think down below about the topic, the main topic, which was about the way women should dress in order to attract a man. It's super important, ladies. Don't go around exposing yourself. The Bible talks about being modest and dressing appropriately. And yeah, I guarantee if you dress appropriately, you're going to find a good man for you. If you're exposing yourself, you are going to get men approaching you, but it's not going to be the right men. Have an amazing, blessed day.